Hi amazing people, I wish that you're very happy, absolutely fine and enjoying your life as well, and I welcome you on our YouTube channel Speak English, French and German. And in today's video I'm going to teach you German language, because if you are planning to go to Germany, Austria, Switzerland and Luxembourg, in any country for any purpose, to study there, for doing a job there, to apply for a spouse visa for your husband or wife, to start your own company in future, and even to practice as a doctor, I mean to say for any purpose, it is absolutely paramount for you to learn German language before going there, so that you can achieve all your future goals. And I'm here, I'm an expert in German language. I have been to all these German speaking countries, so now I want to teach you German language to help you to achieve all your future goals. So now, without wasting further time, let's learn German language. So now in today's lesson, I want to talk about the Goethe A1 exam format, because whenever you learn German language, then it's your ultimate goal to give this exam. So first of all, you should know what is exactly the format of this exam, because if you know, then accordingly you can prepare yourself mentally and then you can score higher bands. So I want to make sure that I can cover all the sections, for example, like listening, reading, writing, speaking, so that you can thoroughly prepare yourself and then you can justify your exam with higher bands. So now, without wasting time, let's discuss about the format of Goethe A1 exam. So let's do it. So first of all, let's talk about this listening section. So in German language we call it hören, and hören means listening, and you have 20 minutes time to finish this hearing part, listening part in German A1 exam. So what happens, it has been divided into three parts, like first part, second part and third part. So in first part you get 6 questions. So what exactly happens, because you know the name listening, that means there will be a listening part where you will have to listen, pay attention to one recording. So in the first part there will be a recording, and that will be a kind of conversation between one or two people. So you have to find the right answer from the options A, B, C. For example, I want to make it easy for you. Let's take an example of a conversation. For this first part, what happens, there is one person who is going to a mall for the shopping purpose. So whenever a person goes to a mall, then he or she chooses, for example, one jacket. So he or she, for example, he's a man, so man asks the salesman, okay, how much it cost? You know, there is a conversation going on, and there will be option like A, B, C, and the price of this jacket will be, for example, €5. But whenever you have a conversation, he will say, yeah, this can cost €20, €30. So there will be a confusion. But you have to make sure that you're paying attention to the conversation and you get the right price. And then in the option you will find €10, €5, €20. So you have to pick the right answer during the conversation and then write the right price. Just to give you example, what kind of conversation you can have, it could be like if you want to book your flight ticket, then again there will be a conversation like you want to talk about a lot of things like flight timing, the price, the seat. So all these things will happen, so you have to pick always the right answer. And now let's talk about the second part, and here you will have 4 questions and there will be a monologue. Monologue, you have to understand that whenever there is a monologue, and then one person, only one person will speak about one subject, and you really have to pay attention what he is talking about, in which direction he is going, because he will say so many things that you really have to pay attention. Okay, I'm understanding what he's talking about. Let's take an example. There is a monologue about camera. So you know that camera has a lot of features. So for example, in your options, like a question, there is a right or wrong option. For example, you will find a question where you will read that, okay, this camera has autofocus. But whenever the the person in monologue, he's saying a lot of things. He says somehow at some part of the monologue that no, there is no autofocus, but it has other features. It is packed with other good features, but it doesn't have any autofocus. So, but in your question, it is given that this camera has a autofocus, and option are right or wrong. So you can imagine the answer will be wrong, because in monologue he said that there is no autofocus, but it has a lot of other features. So the answer will be wrong. So that's how you have to understand minute things in a monologue, that okay, what he's talking about, I really have to make sure that I hit the nail on the head to find the right answer, whether it's right or wrong. I hope it makes sense to you. Now let's talk about the third part, and again you will have 5 questions, and again there will be a monologue. So there will be options A, B, C. Here you had options only right or wrong, so but here you have options A, B, C. So let me give you an example what exactly can happen in this third part. There is one person and he is standing at the train station, and he is talking to his friend over the call that I am standing here in this station, and I just have only 20 minutes. If you can come, and then we can meet, and otherwise I will leave within 20 minutes. So what will happen in your option? There will be 3 options like 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 minutes. So you really have to understand how much time he talked about. So now you know the answer, that he's talking about 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So you can disregard the other option, and you can pick the option where he's saying 20 minutes. So that's how you have to understand that one monologue, that means one person will speak, and you really have to be attentive to get the right answer. So here, very simple example, he will talk a lot of things, so you have to pick the right time, and that's how you can justify this part. And I think it's very easy, because it's a A1. You have to like listen a lot of things like music, and you have to see the news. So do your best to make sure that you can enhance your listening skills, and that's how you can get like higher marks in this listening part. And now let's talk about the reading part, and you can read here, we call in German language lesen. So lesen means reading, and you have 25 minutes time to finish this part. So let me explain you what exactly happens. Again, in this section you will have 3 parts. So first part, we have 5 questions. That means, just try to understand, there will be a email, or there could be a letter of 50 words. So there will be information in that content or text, email or letter. So in the question there will be a right or wrong options. So you have to identify that whatever question is given, does this information match with the content, the email or letter? If it is, then you have to choose right, and if it doesn't, then you have to choose wrong. So it's very easy, and there will be only 5 questions, so you have to make sure that you choose the right answer among right or wrong. So this will be the first part. Now let's talk about the second part. Again, there will be 5 questions. Here you have to understand, there will be options of 2 companies. For example, one company we can take example of like Tata, and second one we can take an example of Tech Mahindra. So what will happen, there will be 2 options, A and B. We can talk about like the company's information of Tata. They are talking about like in the company's information about the car, and Tech Mahindra is talking about the IT information. So you have to read the question and pick the gist of the question, that is it really belonging to the car question or IT question. That's how you have to pick the right information from A and B option. So that's how you can understand. So there will be 2 companies option. One company has given one information, other company has given other information. So you have to read the question and then decide, okay, this question is giving indication that it is talking about car or IT. So that's how you can figure out, and that's how you can pick the right answer. I hope it makes sense for you. But never mind, I'm here always to answer your questions. So anytime you have doubts, or you can discuss with me, no problem. Then now we have the third part. Here again we will have 5 questions. Here you have to pay attention. 5 questions means 5 different announcements. So we know that the type of announcements we have whenever we go for a shopping and do anything, so there will be always announcement. Whenever we are traveling in the train, so there is always announcement. So there will be 5 announcements. So what you have to do is that you have to read a question and announcement and see if your question is matching with the content of announcement, then choose right or wrong. This is very, very important. Let's take an example. You are supposed to join one language school, and language school has given the announcement that whenever you study, we provide like food to eat and also the beverage. So during your break time, you can buy the food and the drinks. So in your question, there will be a question, can you buy something to eat whenever you study in your language school? So yes, because the announcement says yes. So you have to choose, you have to say, okay, yeah, it's right. But for example, if your language school just announced that you can only buy eating food, not any beverage, and if your question says, can you buy eating food as well, beverage also? But here no, because there is only one option, that you can only buy something to eat. So here that will be wrong. So that will be kind of the announcement you will get in your exam. Very simple, because they know that it's an A1 exam, so they don't want to confuse you so much. They just want to stick to the basics so that you can understand and you can justify and you can pick the right answer. So I hope you got the gist of the reading part, like 25 minutes, first part, second part and third part. So it's all about like reading. So you make sure that you understand the meaning of the text, whatever you are reading in the question. So, and also the information, announcements. So you have to really understand the meaning. So I hope it's clear now. And now it's time to focus on to the next writing section. It is also very important for you to really justify through your efforts and practice. And we call it Schreiben in German language, Schreiben, and you get 20 minutes to finish this task, this section. So what happens in this writing section? You will have only 2 parts. So first part, we will have 5 questions. So what will exactly happen? In your question, there will be one text of 50 words. For example, on booking hotel room, I am just giving you one example. There could be other example also, just to make sure that you can understand easily. So there will be a text of 50 words on booking hotel room. So you will have to fill one form with right information given in the text. For example, you want to travel to somewhere and you want to stay in a hotel. So you call that person and there will be a questionnaire or form, like you have to fill like how many persons are coming. So there will be fill in the blanks. You have to fill right information and everything will be given in the text within 50 words. So you just have to read and pick the answer from there and just have to fill that form, and that's how you can get the 5 marks out of 5. So that is the first part. I hope you understood. Never mind, I'm again here, so you can contact me via Instagram and then I can help you how to deal with that. So no problem. And now let's talk about the second part. This is also very important because they just want to judge here that how good you are at writing that. Can you explain big things within 30 words? So this is something like a challenge for you, but it's not a big deal because when you do practice, everything becomes easy. So let me explain you what exactly happens. You have to write a small letter or email within 30 words. That's your task. So what will happen? There will be a question. For example, you want to visit Paris. So you have to contact one tourist agency and ask some precise questions. Like it's very normal that if you want to go there, so you will have to explain why you want to go there and you need hotel to live there for your holidays. So you have to ask this question, which one will be the cheapest hotel where we don't have to spend a lot of money. Then can I find the best museum over there, what are the best beautiful places. So there will be a question and sub question, then you have to make a letter on those sub questions, because you have to include and you have to show that okay, you really have a writing skill and you can write big things, like 100 words things within 30 words. So that's the motto of the question. That's exactly the one, that you can write a lot of things within 30 words. So they want to be very specific. So this is the example I just told you. So that's how, and just remember it has 10 marks. First part only have 5 marks. Here you have 10 marks. So again, I can help you, never mind, just to understand the format. So I think you got the understanding of writing section. And now let's come to the last section, and that is speaking. Speaking in German language, we call it Sprechen. Expression. And again, you have only 15 minutes to finish this section, which is enough time you have at your disposal, because there's nothing too much you have to take attention. But yeah, you have to really prepare yourself to make sure that whatever you say, you say everything with confidence, and you use right vocabulary, right tense, and that's how you can score good marks in this speaking task. So what happens in a speaking task? We have 3 parts: first, second, third. So what happens in the first part? There will be 2 examiners, and also you will be there, and maybe they can call other candidate also, maybe 2-3 candidates. So they just want to make sure that you discuss everything together. So they want to figure out like how good you are whenever you speak German language on any topic. So let's stick to the first one. So first part will be about like introduction about yourself, like as I have written here, your name, age, country, hobby, home location, language you speak, profession. It's very simple task. So you have to give example like mein Name ist Kamal, ich bin 20 Jahre alt, ich komme aus India. So that's how you can prepare your answer, which is very simple, and you can easily speak, don't worry. Now let's focus on to the second part, which is very interesting, because as you can read, cue card discussion in a group. Whenever we have a cue card, so there is always one topic written on that, and you have to frame questions, and also you have to give answers. So what happens in this part? There will be 2 examiners, and there will be 2-3 candidates including you. So they just want that you pick one cue card. There will be one topic, for example, like it could be travel, family, shopping, anything. So examiner just want that you frame a question and ask other candidate who is sitting with you next to you, so that they will understand, okay, this candidate can ask a question on any topic. So that's the motto of asking this thing. So you will have to frame a question, and then the last person will come back to you, and the last person will ask you a question on any topic. Then you have to answer. So first you will frame a question to other candidate, and then you will also have to give answer. So that's what exactly happens in a cue card second part, that 3-4 candidates will be there, and you have to frame a question and you have to give answer also. And now let's talk about the next last part, that's third part. And as you can read here, I have written like photo on cue card. So there will be again a cue card, but now there won't be anything written over there. You just have one picture, and it could be like train, book, fruits, shoes, etc., anything. So first you check the photo and just you tell what exactly it is, and then you have to again frame a question about that particular like photo. So that will be the same thing again, because you have to ask question, then other person will ask other person the question. Everybody will choose a different cue card, and again the last person will come back to you, and he will have one cue card, and for example anything like shoes, bus, train, camera, laptop, anything. So again that person will ask a question and you have to respond. So that's how expression section, speaking section works, and that's exactly what happens. So everything is piece of cake, but you have to make sure that you practice a lot and you get the confidence while practicing, and you can then make better your German language, and that's how you can justify and you can score higher bands, as many as you can. So I hope in today's video that's enough for you. I have done my best to make sure that I can really explain you everything about these 4 sections, the format. So if you have any questions, you can come back to me anytime via Instagram, and I'll be very happy to help you to make better your German language, whether it's listening, reading, writing, speaking, sprechen, schreiben, lesen und hören. So I will do my best to make sure that I can help you all the time. So thank you so much for your precious time, and keep learning German language. So now I believe that you have understood everything and you have learned something new today in this video. And also we provide German language classes. So if you want to make better your German language, listening, writing, reading and speaking, then you can simply join our classes, and for that you can contact us via call, WhatsApp and Instagram, and that's how we can connect, and we will assist you thoroughly so that you can achieve your goals, you can fulfill your dreams, and that's how you can be successful in your life, and that's the goal we have. And in short, if you like this video, so please like, share, subscribe our channel, give it a thumbs up, press the bell icon button to make sure that you get the notification and you can watch all our new videos. And also you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. So finally, thank you so much for your precious time. Best of luck. Take care.